But seriously, the pictures are so good. If I had a child, they would be a blossoming alcoholic. And on this page, baby, is the tiger lily. Can you say tiger lily? But I do have a niece. Hello, Tiny Tikis. Krista, Nicole, the Chic Tiki chick here. Some of you might follow me on Instagram, some of you might be new to this video, so welcome, glad to have you all here. A little while ago, I did a video on my Instagram where I made a cocktail, and a bunch of people sent me messages that they kind of liked it, so I thought, why not do it again, but this time, make it in a sexier part of my house, aka the left of the kitchen, my tiki space, my tiny teeny little tiki bar. Anyway, I'm going to be making another cocktail for you today that I'm super excited about because I had to special make a bunch of the ingredients ahead of time. This drink is going to be coming from the same book my last drink was from, which is Tiki by Shannon Mustipher. I love this book so much. I've been making a bunch of drinks out of it. Today, this will be the first time I'm making this one. So this drink is on page 55 and it is called the Little Grove. Reading the ingredients, I can tell it's going to be a little bit boozy, but let's talk about what's going into it first. I have my mixers and then over here the booze, which is quite substantial. So there are 3 kinds of alcohol that are going into this drink. I already have them lined up right over here. The first one is going to be Arrack, which I'm sure that's not how you say it. That's how I've been saying it in my mind.
Arrack.
But I had to search all over San Diego to find this alcohol. Let me tell you, it is not easy to locate. So finally found it, and there's 1.5 ounces of this going in there. The second liquor that's going to be going into it is 1.5 ounces of shochu. Now, I have made a mistake. Thanks to the handy dandy ordering system of Bevmo, I ordered this bottle from them online. I had it delivered to the house. I thought I was ordering shochu. No, I actually ordered soju. I done fucked up. What does this taste like? I can't believe I bought. This is soju. This is not this isn't, it smells like sake. Are they the same thing? They're not? That does not taste like sake though. Oh, it's only 24% alcohol. It's like fire. I don't know if I like that. Well, we're just gonna make it with it anyway. So we're gonna put it in there and we're gonna see if it comes out. Shannon Mustipher, I'm so sorry. I'm not making your drink to spec. I'm just doing my best over here with my low budget cocktails at home. So anyway, we'll see how that tastes in there. And the last liquor that's going into this is a ginger liqueur. The most popular one, the easiest one to find in the market that I'm aware of is Canton. I like Canton. You know what I like better? Saint Germain. Beautiful. So that's the one I'm going to be using today. So Canton will be the ginger liqueur that's going in there. You don't put a lot in, only 1/4 of an ounce. So I have all of those guys already blended together in here. So I'm gonna add them to a shaker with ice, as the directions say. Now the mixes that are going in are a little bit different. So we have 2 things that are going in: rice-infused coconut water and a lemongrass syrup. You basically just take lemongrass and make it to spec the way that you would simple syrup, but adding the lemongrass in there and then straining out the solids afterwards. And then the other one that took the longest to make for me was the rice-infused coconut water. That requires, or she suggests, red, brown, or balsami rice. I use 1/2 cup of that. You add it to 16 ounces of coconut water and you let it sit for 10 to 12 hours or overnight. I use just an organic balsami rice that I got at Trader Joe's, nothing fancy. Soaked it in there, sampled it before I actually put it in there, and it's actually quite good. I would just drink it on its own. So that's gonna be going in there as well. And our last ingredient is going to be 1/2 ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice. Now I've got this great batch of limes that I just got, and I noticed that almost 1/2 of each of them is almost exactly 1/2 an ounce. So I'm just going to squeeze that whole lime right in. Oh God, don't judge me. Of course, I'm gonna get the one lime that is not gonna wanna comply. I'm gonna knock all this over. You know, I always say that the weirdest faces people make are usually when they're bartending. Oh, and me and my little at-home low budget bar. Anyway, so now that's all squeezed into there, our next plan is we're going to be shaking this up, and I'm going to be straining it into a Collins glass, which is slightly taller than a highball. This one is from Falsidal. I'm not gonna say whether or not I took it with their permission. I'm sorry, I love you guys. Then we're going to garnish it with a lime at the end. So let's go ahead and get shaken. You forget which hand you shake with as soon as you turn on the camera. It's a very fascinating phenomenon. You ever see those people that can like shake with one hand at a bar? Or they got like two and they're doing it all like that. Like the Vegas bartenders. I love just standing really drunk at the bar and being like, you're really good at shaking that. Anyway, all right, let's go right into the glass. Here we are. Ooh. I think this might be a highball and not a Collins, and so it feels like I've got a little bit left over here, so I'm just gonna put it in the side. Gonna add that later. All right, got a nice little amount, maybe an ounce and a half left, so I definitely think that this is a highball and not a Collins. I'm gonna put in my environmentally friendly straw to try it out, save the sea turtles, and we're gonna garnish with a little lime right on top. How cute. Okay, now for the moment. Let's see how it tastes. Oh, okay. So this is super boozy. It is delicious. I could tell that I could get drunk off of like one or two of these.
Drunk Chic Tiki here. Nice to meet me.
But it's definitely on the more spirit-forward end, to use a wonderful euphemism. It's balanced really well. It's funny because at the very end, I can taste that rice-infused coconut water, and the lemongrass definitely comes through in the middle, but on the front, I'm tasting straight alcohol. And I'm thinking it's probably the soju because I didn't use shochu. So it's probably my bad. But this is delicious. I would drink out of it. I just bleeped myself out, didn't I? I totally did. Hello, welcome to my channel where we don't use any words that you wouldn't find in a Disney film, but we also drink alcohol, which only happens in Sleeping Beauty. Scums! Anyway, I depart. This is a great cocktail. I would definitely order this at a bar. It's really good. I would make it again. The only downside is obviously making the coconut water at home and having to make your own lemongrass syrup, which takes up a little bit of time. But it does say that they stay good in your refrigerator for up to a week after making it. So if you're planning on making it a couple times, then go ahead and make them. What I do too is I'll cut down the recipes and I'll maybe make a fourth or a half of what the recipe calls for. So I just have a very small amount. Overall, excellent cocktail. Now I will off to be getting drunk. That sentence wasn't grammatically correct. Clearly that cocktail is already kicking in. And I will see you all the next time. Until then, may your Mai Tais be strong and your good days be long, Tiny Tikis. Have an excellent day. Mwah. Got a hair. Look how much there is when I strain it. How do I get drunk off of these at Falsidal? They're so tiny. They're powerful. Ooh. Always, never underestimate the size of the glass when it comes to tiki drinks. This will get you hammered, tipsy.